This video is brought to you by CoolStuffInc.com, where you can find cool stuff in stock.
Hello and welcome back to another day in the arena. It's me, it's CGB, and today in the arena we are checking in on some of my viewers' favorite archetypes. Archetypes. That whole sentence was whack. Why am I so bad at this? Hello, and welcome back to the cringy redo that the editor's totally going to make look good, where we are going to check in on a deck that is a favorite of many of my viewers, which is DIMIR Flash. And it is an interesting archetype for sure, because it's kind of nutty. But this deck has Umori as a companion, which Umori naming creature, the companion cost is that all of our non-land permanents have the same type, and these are all creatures. We have 34 in the deck flash creatures and 26 land. 34 flash creatures. I remember when there were a couple, and obviously flash creatures is something that Wizards is deciding to push as hard as they want to, and they can right now, because quite frankly, Teferi Time Raveler just messes it all up anyway and makes it not even matter. But you can play these flash creatures. You may or may not be able to play them on your opponent's turn, depending on how obnoxious Teferi is being that particular day. But it's kind of neat because we have card draw options, and lots of them, between Slitherwisp and Sea Dasher Octopus. We have creature interaction in the form of Pouncing Shore Shark to bounce creatures, Voracious Great Shark to counter creatures or artifacts, and Dirge Bat to kill creatures or planeswalkers, and we can bounce any permanent with Brazen Borrower. So all of these are both interaction and threats. We have Cunning Nightbonder to make them cheaper, Spectral Sailor to provide gas and also combine with Sea Dasher Octopus, and the Brineborn Cutthroat to grow into a massive Tarmogoyf-like threat that gets bigger and bigger every turn if the opponent doesn't resolve Teferi on turn 3. Because unlike other flash decks, because of our Umori Collector Companion, we don't have a counterspell, but we do have a free 4/5 creature to play when we feel like it. So, is the deck good? I don't think so. This is all part of the companion challenge that I continue to take myself down this road. For me, it's all about seeing if I can get 7 wins ideally, but at least 4 wins with decks that in many ways handicap themselves to play a companion, but it's mostly for the research, mostly for the challenge for myself, and mostly for the entertainment for you. So we're going to be playing a standard event with this particular deck. Also, a quick reminder to the cool kids club who actually watch the intros that if you used a Twitch Prime subscription last month on my Twitch channel, now is a good time to renew it. It's been about a month since the Ikoria release stream when all that went down. So if you are one of the people who showed up to do a Twitch Prime subscription, they do not automatically renew. It would mean a lot to me if you would stop by the Twitch channel just really quickly and resubscribe. Also, because I don't want to pack the front of this video with all this stuff, at the end of this video, after I recap the deck and the results, we're going to talk a bit more about the channel. Not really announcements, just kind of an update on where I've been as a content creator. It's more of a talk about my life a bit as a content creator, and some things to do with Twitch and things like that. I'm also, if you're wondering what the heck I'm talking about when I say Twitch Prime subscription, I'm going to cover exactly what that is. So all that is going to be at the very end of the video. If you guys are interested, you can skip it if you don't want to deal with content creator talking about their life and how they make money, and you can jump right to it if you really want that for some reason. But first, we're going to do what I do every day, which is a new deck every day. No, I'm not just going to make a video that's me talking about how to support the channel with a Twitch Prime sub and showing you how to do that. Heck no, you get gameplay. All the videos you get gameplay. I'm not doing that other stuff, maybe on the CGB gaming channel, but on this channel, every video every day has gameplay. That is what I do. I am committed to that. So without further ado, let's dive in and let the 100% creature flash Umori nonsense begin. Yeah, that's a hand. We can play it. We can definitely play it. So Let's... Ooh, we drew the grave. I was going to say we had to play a tapped castle locked lane, but now we don't have to. Get to kick it off with a sailor. Grixis. And a pirate opt. What a mad lad. Imagine pirate opt in 2020. Spectral sailor. The blast zone. Of course. And it's like, oh, it's all creatures, but it's flash creatures. I know, it changed my life too. Are we cheating out Agent with Tomebound Lich? Is that our game? Let's see. Scholar of the Ages. Yeah, that's like a Blood for Bones type thing, which I don't have good answers to. But they don't have a very full graveyard. Like right now, their Blood for Bones it's fine. It's a good value play. Oh, they're thinking about killing stuff. They're reading my creatures. How dare you? No attacks. All right. Let's go. I think we just need to stay aggressive here. Oh, that's a draw. Mutating onto a mutant. Yes, yes, good, good. Airborne barrage, baby. Alright, so what you doing over there? You have 4 land. You scared to make a move? You afraid? Luca. Nice. So we wait for the ability to get activated, and we blow the opponent into next year.
Monsters are Ikoria's greatest weapons. Their bond.
Except for the fact that I can't really do this, right? I can cast it, but I can't use it for the mutate thing. I have to wait one more turn. So blowing the opponent into next year, maybe I overstated that. I don't know. Seems bad. Let's see what they get. Oh my gosh, it's Agent of Treachery. Okay, well, what now? I guess I play the shark, right? Brazen Borrower is still in my deck. Can find that. Wouldn't be the worst thing. Alright, you got this. I have Shark. And then, well, if we keep drawing them, we're probably going to be fine. But that's what we do. We mutate and we blow something up at instant speed. So if I can mutate here, I can kill this. How do we get rid of this? Maybe the opponent will chump block, right? They chump block with the agent. I'm trying to set them into a situation where they have no creatures and no planeswalker, and they're just going to take it. So, all right, let it die.
This isn't worth my time.
Now I have the mutation thing. And we can wait until, I don't know. I guess the opponent might go for a Blood for Bones. But in that case, killing the agent doesn't do any good. Okay, that's what I was hoping for. So other Luca, we wait for it to target the bat, the Dirge Bat.
Dissenters are welcome to debate me in battle.
Now we mutate. Where do we mutate to? The Sailor. Take the over. Mutation trigger, destroy the bat. So no agent is found. All right. Do it again. Double kill. That will take out the agent and take this out. So even if they have Blood for Bones in their deck, they're going to have trouble getting it back. They have to play a creature and the Blood for Bones. They're down to 2 little life. So can we steal this? Will we find a way? Okay. Just more ways to spam agent. That's all the format really needs. This is one of the quote-unquote fairer ways to do it. But now that agent isn't cool anymore. Oh, baby. Oh, please, let me Pouncing Shore Shark back my Batara. I wanted to take it all back. I'd like to be on the play. We're up against Gyruda. I mean, we have to find a great shark. But this Octopus Brineborn Cutthroat plan will probably work at first. No, will it? It won't be fast enough. And Shark won't be good enough. Like, nothing's fast enough if they go ramp Gyruda, so I may as well keep. Like, mulliganing for a Shark doesn't make sense if it's not going to counter the Gyruda. This at least has some pressure. Cutting Nightbonder into Shark is like the only hand I could have thought about really aggressively mulliganing for. Well, there's a Shark. It's something. Yeah, it looks like they're on the play ramp Gyruda, so I probably can't win if their draw is decent. It might not be. Weird stuff happens in Magic. Blast Zone. Nope. Not good enough. Not gonna flash in the Octopus either. Might as well wait till the opponent's turn and grow the Cutthroat. Hope that they miss here, but they don't. Oh, they're going to try a Thassa first. They're going to set up more. Well, if we had a Nightbonder, that would have been interesting. Interesting indeed. Flash. Well, maybe they won't have the untapped land next turn. You never know. I don't think there's a world I play the Bat. I play this. I also have Umori I could just run out there this turn. But if I play the Blast Zone and they play like another Mana Dork, I could charge it up and blow it up, but I think that's pretty bad. So maybe I just throw this on the Cutthroat, get an extra card this turn. Or maybe I slam the Umori. I think leaving mana open was enough to intimidate them last turn, so let's leave mana open. Well, that might get milled away, but we'll make them do it. Ooh, they go for tap land. They're scared. They're scared to Gyruda. They're scared of counter spells that I don't have because I have Umori showing, and they see a creature, so they know that I only have creatures. But they're scared of counter spells. Yeah, sometimes you get in your head, you know? You get in your head and you say, I can't. Sometimes you get in your head, guys. Sometimes you get in your head. What more is there to say? Is my Shark going to counter something? Onto the high tower. Wow. I think I still have to save this. If I counter that, though, it's game over. Let's just end the game. I don't know why I'm thinking so hard. I had to reread Haunt of the High Tower. My brain just, like, melted when I saw that card. I blame the Haunt of the High Tower. Easy, Mo. The Endless Do-Nothing Shark, but we got Spectral Sailor Octopus Life, and our opponent has Luris. So it will be interesting to see if they have claimed the Firstborn and Witch's Oven, and they absolutely wreck me, or if they are the cycling deck. Looks like the cycling deck, potentially. Oh yeah, that hold of priority is pure cycling. Let's make more decks that require us to click through every possible phase ever. That is Wizards' new priority. You can tell it from Cat Oven, you can tell it from Just Guys Cycling. Their priority is to make the game as slow as it can possibly be. I mean, I'm playing an all creature deck, and every creature has flash. That gives you an idea of where we're at. The Bonders Enclave. Wow. I forgot I put that in. Okay. Ah! Did you hear that? Probably not. I hear it in my headphones if I have the sound effects up loud enough. There's just some dude screaming in the Blood Crypt. But it is cycling. Let's see what we draw. Okay, so I'm going to go Ninja Zone on this Rescuer. That's my plan for the turn. Which means I can get this tap land played. We're just gonna flash in the Sailor, go Ninja Zone, block this thing. So the opponent doesn't get a million 1/1s from the experience. My god, I hate this card. I have learned to despise it. Oh. Well, now we're main facing stuff. Cool. Maybe we're going to move this thing along. Blocks. Blockety blocks. Playing the Enclave doesn't really have an upside. Actually, nothing really does. Maybe I'm tapping out for Umori. Let's attack first. See what we draw. I suppose the Destroya could come down and ambush the Stinger, and that's better than playing the Umori. I think that's true. These frickin' sharks, they never counter anything. Have you noticed? Nobody taps out for creatures or artifacts anymore. Not unless they are 2 mana or something. You know, they have to kill you cheap. Everything's about killing them cheap. All creatures must be cheap to be effective. Alright. Opponent's too scared to attack with the Stinger. I understand. The world is a scary place. You wouldn't want to run headfirst into a Dirge Bat. Bzzz. Having the bat on the battlefield on 4 means any mutate creature you draw gets you this murder type effect. So it is like I used to say you always want to hold it to mutate it to get the murder effect at 6, but really just having it on the battlefield makes a big difference. All right, race. I mean, we can't really. Can we beat a Zenith Flare? Do I have counter spells in this deck? Not really. Not that kind of counter spell. But I just have to hold on for another turn. If I don't let the opponent hit me here, then I play the Shark. Like right here, if I play the Shark, they still hit me for 3. That could make a big difference because, yeah, that's how this game works. So I think we hold back this for one more turn. The Shore Shark. That's a good one. We can mutate it onto here to bounce something and kill something. Say go. Opponent's probably going to cycle something here. And when they tap out, I think we go for it. I think we kill the Stinger, bounce the Rescuer. Alright, target creature opponent controls to bounce. You, back to hand. You, get destroyed. Take that action. The opponent is down to 10. A low-ish number. Not quite low enough. They're going to lose the race. They probably need to Zenith Flare this as soon as possible, which means they can't recast the Rescuer this turn. So I think overall this was a good play to put them in a tough spot. And I think it gets a lot worse next turn when they can Zenith Flare and replay a 2-drop. Oh, they go for a healer. Okay, that is one way to do it. No more rescuing. I like that, though. Shows they're going to be defensive. Am I willing to take 4 here to pressure their life total when every card they cycle gains them life? Think they can gain like another 4 life next turn? I think we pressure. Opponent doing math. Down to 5. Draw a card. Untapped land means I probably don't need to play a temple this turn. I'd like to have this option open, so makes sense. And we end the turn. No cycling. I'm a little stunned. If the opponent attacks and has mana open, we don't want to go for a mutation. We want to go for a shark. That's because of Zenith Flare. Our opponent goes for a fox. Let's just not. I have nothing to counter the Zenith Flare anyway, but I sure as heck can counter this fox. The opponent can lure us to get it back, but that's all their mana. And then they die in the air. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Die, cyclers. So the turn 1 sailor, turn 2 octopus, that was... I mean, it lived the whole game. That totally carried it. All right, we got the 3 wins, so we're going to break even. The 4th win, the even money, that's what it's all about. Let's go for it. Well, we've got this again, and our opponent has Luris again. It could be a rerun, except these great sharks. And we're on the draw, which is a lot worse. All right. They didn't turn 1 fox us. In fact, it appears to be a different deck entirely. Knights. Ooh. Not sure how this is going to go, to be honest. But I think we just move in here. Brazen Borrower on this was an option. But it's hard to turn down 2 cards a turn and the pressure that the octopus can provide. Oh, man. They did not like that one little bit. Wow. Okay, we gotta do an even money dance. too cringy. Too cringy. Oh my goodness. Let's see. Who do we give proper credit to the music for? John Calmar. John Calmar sent me some music to use in my videos. That was the first test. I'm dancing too hard though, but maybe there's a future where we find the right clip and it becomes the even money dance. But for now, on with the show. I guess Brazen Borrower has to carry us. What is with me and these frickin' sharks, man? It's just, they're the worst. They're the most unplayable card in the world. All right. Sort of want to get this Sailor down and just put the pressure on, because I don't think that the opponent's going to give me something to Brazen Borrow on 2 or 3. So let's find out. All right. Some pretty greedy deck. I do think we scry here. Stupid sharks, man. Oh my god, they're so bad. They're just worst card. Worst card confirmed. Brutal. No more Sailor. Later Sailor. Let's have the Brazen Borrower ready for action. Cunning Nightbonder has been so absent in my games, but the shark is always present. Just always omnipresent shark. This Yorion is gonna be nasty. And it's a turn ahead of my frickin' sharks if the opponent has an untapped land. Alright, let's run it out there. We could bounce these to make the Yorion worse. I just don't think that's smart. Alright. We play the Umori. Do we Sea Dasher onto this for the card? I guess the opponent missed a land, so they're not going to Yorion before our shark is available. Hallelujah, I suppose. It's possible that was a mad play, and I should have been flashing in the shark. If the opponent bounces it somehow, like with Teferi, no, I can't play Petty Theft if they bounce with Teferi. What am I thinking? What am I thinking? My opponent's thinking Fires of Invention. So now, not only can my shark only counter a creature, they can cast 2 spells next turn. So even if I counter something, they get to do infinite other cool things. It's such a joke. It's such a horrible card. And I wanted to like it. I really did, everybody. I wanted to like it, but I can't. Just can't. And it's like, boom, Yorion. They should play a spell first, though. Yep. Well, you know what? I won't give them the satisfaction. I won't give them the satisfaction. 4 wins, 3 losses. Pain and agony personified. I mean, I'm happy I got there. I don't feel like I earned the 4 wins. The losses felt terrible. And we are back. And as expected, the deck is a bit of a meme without proper counter spells to keep the greedy Fires of Invention style decks from completely smashing and obliterating me. So yeah, Umori the Collector isn't worth it. I think we only cast it once, maybe. So I would definitely not run this. And I would make DIMIR Flash great again by running more counter spells. Obviously, Mystical Dispute and Quench are 2 cards that get under Teferi. And that is really the crux of the format right now. So if you want some different DIMIR Flash lists, go to my Aether Hub page. Every deck list links to my Aether Hub. You can click on my profile over there. Let's see. I'll just give you an example of that really quick. So yeah, if you go into any Aether Hub deck of mine, Here's me over here. You can hit follow, which, by the way, I think we're still trailing Merchant. I'll check that in just a second. But you can hit the follow button. But just clicking on this will take you to my deck hub, and there's a number of decks in here, including a number of DIMIR Flash lists that you can check out and see if you really like them. Let's do a quick check on that. Content creators. There we are. Oh, look at Merchant. 798. 720. A vote for CGB is a vote for a Magic deck every single day, my friends. So please go vote for CGB. And once we dethrone the great and powerful Merchant Warrior, then we are going to have to go after the pretty much retired from Magic, at least at this point, Mega Mogwai, who I would love to have Mega Mogwai come back. But if he's not going to, we sure as heck should take the top spot on the content creators for Aether Hub, because, you know, that's just proper. So please, my friends, help me. Help me dethrone Merchant the Great and Powerful and Mogwai the old and retired. He's not old. That's just, I don't know why. That's what came to my mind. I would actually prefer he came back to, even if that meant I had to settle for scrapping with Merchant for number 2. I would prefer he came back. I miss my Mogwais. All right. So that is where you can find other DIMIR lists and how to change it. I also promised here at the end of the show that I would talk through Twitch Prime and talk about my channel a little bit. So one of the first questions I want to answer, so to speak, is what is a Twitch subscription and what is Twitch Prime? Because these are things that really helped my channel blow up over the last month. So the first thing I'm going to mention is that if you subscribe to me on YouTube, that is free. And the main benefit to you is that my videos show up in your subscription feed, and you can hit the bell to get notified about those videos every time that they come out. So you can be here posting first and early bird club and all that other stuff, you know, to be a fan, you can get those notifications so you never miss a video. All right. But on Twitch, subscribing is actually a monetary transaction, and a subscription on Twitch is normally $4.99. Now, from that $4.99, I would keep half, and Twitch would keep half, so $2.50 per month per subscriber. Now, that doesn't sound like a ton, but it adds up very quickly for very successful content creators on Twitch. Now, where Twitch Prime enters the equation is that if you have an Amazon Prime account, you get one free subscription on Twitch every single month. It is free to you, but the content creator still gets paid. So that's why Twitch Prime is such a big deal for content creators. So if you are in a household that has Amazon Prime, at least in the US, I'm not sure about every other country, but I know it works this way in the US. What you should do when you have the time is you should link your Twitch Prime account to your Twitch account to your Amazon account, or just go create an account on Twitch if you don't have one already, and then link the two. It only takes a few minutes. I googled Twitch Prime to Amazon Prime. You can find this helpful guide. It can walk you through the whole thing. Then when you're on Twitch, you go to a content creator who you enjoy, and up here you'll see this subscribe button. And when you click it, there's a drop-down menu. Here at the top is subscribe for $4.99. And then there's the benefits. But then down here, as you see where it says free subscription with Twitch Prime, there will be a spot here that will say subscribe for free. Mine is currently taken. I already used my Twitch Prime for the month on another content creator, MTG Nerd Girl, if you must know. I'm currently subscribed to Crokies and MTG Nerd Girl. I'm very picky. But anyway, just to get that out there, this is where you would subscribe for free. Now, these do not renew automatically. If you pay $4.99 a month for the subscription, it renews automatically. If you use a Twitch Prime sub, it does not renew automatically. So about once a month, what you should do if you want to support a content creator who has a Twitch account is you should go to Twitch, find the resubscribe button up here, click it, go down to the Twitch Prime thing and click subscribe for free once a month. And if you were part of the huge influx in viewers and subscribers I had on Twitch, starting with the Ikoria release event last month, this time of month, right now, is a good time to go resubscribe, and it makes a big difference to me. How much of a big difference, you might wonder? Well, let's talk about it for a bit. So Twitch was something that was always a bit of a hobby to me, and I didn't take it too seriously because I never planned to stream big hours on Twitch. But as things have changed, especially like recently, like the big surge of attention on the YouTube channel, it actually bled over to Twitch, which is kind of amazing. At the very, very most, after streaming on Twitch for 3 years, the highest subscriber count I ever had been around 400. About 2 months ago, I only had about 200 subscribers on Twitch. Now that sounds like a good amount, but if you multiply like 200 subscribers times $2.50, you get $500. You're like, that's pretty good. But then think about how much time people have to spend on Twitch making content and being an awesome content creator. $500 sounds like a good amount, but once you take taxes out of it, you're down to about $250 to $300, and then you can buy a few groceries, but you're not going to pay your rent. I think anybody who has to pay rent can understand that. But with the recent surge in popularity and the Ikoria release event, people came over from YouTube, and I think that most of those people only watch me on YouTube and come to Twitch very rarely, because look at the subscriber count. It bounced tremendously, up to 1,163. And when you do the math on that, at $250 per, $2,907 a month, I can actually pay my mortgage for my house with that, and I can buy Covert Gogina, my wife, a pizza every now and then with her favorite toppings. I can let her get the extra fancy toppings and sauce and the special crust with the upgrades. Like, that's a big deal. That makes a huge difference to my life. So if you have the time and an Amazon Prime account, even if I'm not the content creator you choose to support, if you have somebody else whose content on YouTube you really enjoy, and they also have a Twitch channel, then you should link up your Twitch Prime account and go once a month, make the journey, the one-click journey over to Twitch, and support them by subscribing with Twitch Prime, because it doesn't cost you anything other than a little bit of time, and it makes a huge difference in the life of the content creator who's cranking out content that hopefully you enjoy on a regular basis. So I can't stress this enough. There's a lot of uncertainty in being a content creator. I spent a lot of time streaming with about 200 subscribers, not really making enough money to make it worth it. A lot of that I did because I loved it. Some of that I did because I was in a contract with my sponsor, Cool Stuff Inc., who wanted me to keep streaming, and I agreed to keep doing like 10 hours a week on Twitch. But then when this influx of subscribers came, it's such a good payoff, and it has made me work harder and do better on Twitch, trying to increase the quality of my content and try to just be a better content creator in general, as well as, still doing the YouTube stuff for you. That is, of course, my number one priority. The streak must continue. But when I think about this and how I went from about 200 subs after like 3 years of streaming up to 1,000, there is so much uncertainty in the future when you are a content creator. I don't know what the next 10 years of my life are going to be like as a content creator. A lot of you with career paths can have a pretty good idea of how things are going to be. And if you lose a job, you might be able to find a similar job in the same field. For example, I don't know how long the Twitch Prime benefit is going to last. Amazon could end this at any time. No more free Twitch Prime subs. And my income would drop tremendously, and I don't know what I'd do to make it up. So I stress that because while this is available, I think it's very, very important that people who have Amazon Prime accounts and enjoy this content find a way, like take the time to link the accounts and use that Twitch Primes every month, because someday that might not be there for your content creators. And if you help them now, they're more likely to be able to handle it when it goes away and find another way and keep making content, as opposed to having to go out and get a job delivering packages for UPS, for example. So please, If you enjoy the content and you have an Amazon Prime subscription in your household, please make sure that you link for your Twitch Prime subscription, your free to you Twitch Prime subscription, and go find a content creator. Go hit that subscribe button. Go down to where it says subscribe for free with Twitch Prime. Hit that button. Support content creators with Twitch Prime, please. It makes a big difference in our lives. That was probably a longer-winded rant than I intended to do on the subject, but it's something I'm really passionate about. And if you support me, great. If you support someone else, great. Our futures as content creators are always very uncertain, so give us those free benefits while you can, when it doesn't cost you anything. It's just a win-win. It's just such a win-win. Go do it now. And thank you for watching this video. As always, I will see you in the next video tomorrow. Like and subscribe. Goodbye.